Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for mutual fund services. So let's suppose I am an owner of a mutual fund services business and I am receiving many leads on IndiaMART. Now I want that whenever I receive a new lead, it should be automatically added to my Google Sheet. Now doing this manually will be a very time consuming task, so I am completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new lead in my IndiaMART, all the details will be added to my Google Sheets automatically. Now if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for mutual fund services. For this, we are going to create automation between IndiaMART and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for mutual fund services. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and here I am going to select this IndiaMART automations and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets, which means whenever I will receive new inquiry from my IndiaMART, it will be automatically added to my Google Sheets, which means whenever I will receive new lead or the new inquiry in IndiaMART, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I receive new lead or the new inquiry in IndiaMART, and then action says do this, then add that lead or the query to my Google Sheets. So here in my trigger application, I'm going to take IndiaMART, and then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new leads. Now I need to make connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my IndiaMART with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my IndiaMART account. So this is my IndiaMART account, and this is the seller's dashboard of IndiaMART. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this lead manager, and then I have to click on this three dots, from where I have to go to this import export leads and then click on this push API. Now under this push API integration, I have to first select the source. In this drop down, I can find all the sources. Here I am going to select this as other, and then I have to enter the CRM platform name and then the webhook listener URL. So my CRM platform name is Pabbly Connect, and then my webhook listener URL. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here, and then click on this save details. Now I need to select the reason that why I want to connect Pabbly Connect with IndiaMART, and in this drop down I can find the reasons. Here you can select this according to your choice and preference. I am going to select this as I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance, and then I have to click on this click to generate OTP. So after entering the OTP, I have successfully added the webhook URL which I was provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow here in my IndiaMART. And now if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here in this workflow, I need to do a test submission or send a test query. For that, I am going to open my profile that I have created in IndiaMART, and I am going to send some query from that profile to my own business. Now after that I have sent the query, I should receive the response here in this workflow, and this will show us that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. So here I am going to open my profile in incognito mode. So this is my profile, this is the name, this is the phone number, email address is latest@pabblytudes.com, address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, India, and then the company name is Latest Company. Now I am going to search for my business, which is this one. And then after searching for my business, I have to simply click on this contact supplier. Now I have to enter my query in this box. So let's say the query is, hello, looking for mutual fund recommendations for long-term equity investment. Can you suggest some options? Waiting for your reply. Thanks. Now I am going to click on this next, and as this is not a required field, I am going to skip this and then click on this submit. Here I have successfully submitted my query to my own business, and let's open my Pabbly Connect and check whether it has captured this query as a response there or not. Now if I scroll down, I can see that I have captured the response. The status is success. I have received the unique query ID, and this query ID will be unique for every query that will be received. I have received the response subject and the state as Madhya Pradesh. This was the name. Then I have received the phone number, email address as latest@pabblytudes.com. Country is this, company name is Latest Company, city is Bhopal, address is Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. And then I have received the product name, Pabbly Connect free demo available, and then I have received the query. So this is the same exact query that we have just sent from my profile to my own business. Hello, looking for mutual fund recommendations for long-term equity investment. Can you suggest some options? Waiting for your reply. Thanks. So this is the same exact query that we have entered, and we have received the response here in this workflow. Now, as soon as I have sent this query, I have received all the response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and IndiaMART, that is successful. And now whenever there will be a new query or the new lead in my IndiaMART, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever there is a lead or the new inquiry in my IndiaMART, I want to add that to my Google Sheets. So then in my action application, I am going to take Google Sheets. And then in my action event, I am going to take this add new row. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, click on save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and then you have to click on this sign in with Google, after which you have to grant away some permissions because your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, and also that it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization. Now here I have already an existing connection, that's why I'm selecting this, and then I'm going to click on this save. So here Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, and I have to enter all these details. So the first one is that I have to select the spreadsheet in which I want to add all these details. And to get this, let me open my Google Sheets account. So this is my Google Sheets, and this is the particular spreadsheet in which I want to add all the details. I have all these fields: name, phone, email, product, and the product query. So I'll go back to Pabbly Connect, and from this drop down, select my spreadsheet as IndiaMART Enquiries. It has automatically detected the sheet number 1, and now I have all the fields that I have in this particular spreadsheet here in this workflow, and now I need to enter value to all these fields. But I'm not going to enter these values manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now, when I click on this name field, I can see this IndiaMART, and when I will click on this, I can see all the response that I've received from IndiaMART. Now I need to enter the name, and the name was this. Next, I have to enter the phone number, so I will follow the same process and enter my phone number as. Following the same process, I will enter my email address as latest@pabblytudes.com, and then I have to enter the product. So the product was Pabbly Connect free demo available, and then I have to enter the product query. So the product query was this one: hello, looking for mutual fund recommendations. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I am going to click on the save and send test request button, and here I can see that I have received the response and this response is a positive one. Now I am going to open my Google Sheets and check whether all these details have been added there or not. And here I can see that I have added all the details. My name was this, phone number was this, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. Product name was requirement for Pabbly Connect free demo available, and the query was hello, looking for mutual fund recommendations for long-term equity investment. Can you suggest some options? Waiting for your reply. Thanks. Now to check this automation workflow one last time, I am again going to send query from that profile to my own business. And if I receive all the details here in this Google Sheets, this means this automation workflow is working fine. So here again, I am going to open my profile. So here I have opened my profile. I am going to click on this contact supplier and then add my query. So let's say the query is, hello, I am interested in starting a monthly SIP for balanced mutual funds. Please provide more details on top funds. Thanks. Now I'm going to click on this next and click on this submit. Here I have submitted my query and I should receive all these details in my Google Sheets spreadsheet. So let's open my spreadsheet. And here I can see that I have automatically instantly added all the details. The name, phone number, email and the product name is same because I have sent the query from that same profile itself. Here we can see that the query has changed. This time we added, hello, I am interested in starting a monthly SIP for balanced mutual funds, and that query is over here. And here we can see that we have added all the details here in this spreadsheet. So now to summarize, we took IndiaMART as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted a query and received that response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to add all these queries in the Google Sheets. So we took Google Sheets as our action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered the spreadsheet in which I want to add all the details, entered all the details with the help of a method called mapping, clicked on the save and send test request button and received the response as these details been automatically and instantly added to my Google Sheets. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between IndiaMART and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.